This is why I believe in the National Guard should be dispersed.
Terrific to be here, Don. Thank you.
This is for the
Let's
hood.
talk about the scope of this initiative. It is huge. What do these executive orders accomplish right now? How does it change people's lives, Advisor?
Well, what the president is talking about is recognizing that our country is facing 4 crises. It's facing the COVID-19, which they're tracking and planning and pushing the vaccines out. But we also have this economic downturn that's significant. Millions of people are without jobs. People don't know if they can feed their families. This is the United States of America. At the same time, we're being reminded every day of racial injustice. Look at who's dying most from COVID-19. Look who's in the crosshairs of the 4th problem, which is climate change. And so his job, as he sees it, is to bring all of these issues together and start solving them. And we can use the transition to clean energy to actually make people's lives healthier today.
But Black Lives need National Guard, y'all. That would have helped us as far as getting it logistically done right. If we're down the most, National Guard.
And aggressive scale.
Well, it's great to see someone with such passion. Thank you for
That's
your
what Black
passion,
Lives Matter.
for
Project
your work.
Restoration.
So let's talk about something you just talked about. Let's hone in on communities of color, right? Because communities of
Okay,
color
so let 'em finish.
suffer disproportionate health, environmental, and economic impacts of the climate crisis, as you mentioned. So what are you going to do specifically to fix that?
Well, what we're focused on is actually doing actions that will reduce air pollution in those communities. We're looking at actually committing to 40% of the resources. The investments we're making are going to be focused on environmental justice communities.
Is that going to bring
jobs? We're going to look at better opportunities for better housing. We're going to look at clean energy. We're going to look at opportunities to transition away from those dirty trucks and buses and actually invest in a transportation system that works for everyone. We are going to do this in a way that recognizes the need to invest in these communities first and foremost, but we're also not going to leave the workers behind on. We need work. I don't need sacrifice from anyone. Haven't we sacrificed enough? Let's look at how we build back better by investing again in the United States infrastructure, giving opportunities for new jobs and new growth.
Well,
What about the felons?
Because you said communities of color. Have you identified specific communities? I know that this position is new, but have you had a chance to identify specific communities?
Well, I can give you a whole laundry list of fence line and frontline communities and a whole laundry list of cities where they have been left behind, where the air pollution is putting their kids into the hospital for asthma
subjects air
attacks
pollution
all the
over
time.
jobs, creating jobs and getting rid of drugs.
Like, let's just say Cancer Alley in Louisiana.
The borders,
If you've never been there, go
the
take a
tons of
visit.
cocaine,
The
the police, constantly underground slavery, and the destruction of black lives that matter. How is pollution going to help us?
To be controlled and managed. We are now rolling back.
Ice Cube, you need to come back up there and take them to contract.
That the prior administration put in place.
What about the criminal
to give
justice
them
system?
Fundamental health protections. So stop enforcing. We're actually having the DOJ, the Department of Justice, create a unit that's all about environmental justice.
I don't understand, man. Environmental justice. God, can you help the black Hebrew people? Because it's not talking what we need. Ice Cube, go back up to the White House, brother.
It's just a new day.
Project Restoration, Jeremiah 23 and Hood. Trust no man. Put your trust in the Lord.